Is it on?
Cory.
Is it on, Olivia?
Hi, honey.
It's on. Get on the floor. Get on the floor. What's up, everyone? It's On the Floor with Liv and Cory.
In LA.
We're in Los Angeles together. You guys, our hug when we first got here was iconic.
We'll post it on social.
We will. But anyways, this is a bonus episode of On the Floor with Liv and Cory because we're together. And tomorrow is the UCLA versus Michigan State meet.
I'm so hyped. So you guys, I didn't see UCLA practice today, but you did.
I did.
We saw MSU practice, and they looked great. They just did some, stick landing stuff, drills, a couple dancers on floor. They looked great. But since it's such an iconic meet for so many reasons, going to be on Fox, which is so exciting.
First time ever in history, gymnastics is on Fox. So cool.
Incredible. Super excited about that. And then obviously number 5 in the country, number 6 in the country. So right there, neck and neck, top 10 matchup, undefeated teams. So much at stake for this, given that it has to do with seeding, regular season, all the things.
All the things.
So it's really exciting.
And I'm down here because it's UCLA alumni weekend, so I wanted to come down. Olivia's here.
You're also my entourage.
Right. I am actually her security guard. And Olivia's here doing content for Big Ten Digital. It's amazing.
So follow B1G Gymnastics on Instagram and X. There's lots of great content that we're going to put out.
Olivia, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
If you could name an Erewhon smoothie after any celebrity, who would you name it after, and what would the flavor be?
I would do Madonna, and it would be blueberry raspberry with a little bit of peanut butter.
Okay, protein.
I love protein. That's what I would do. What would you do?
Yeah, mine would probably be called... It would be named after Ariana Grande.
Okay.
And it's going to be everything pink. We got raspberries. We got pitaya. We have, you don't know pitaya? Maybe a little bit of acai.
I didn't go to school in LA.
You're right. But that would be it.
That's a great question.
And
you should hear other answers on B1G Social. But we have a lot to get through. We want it to be a quick episode. So we're going to go through, we're going to kind of do a little campus tour together because I've never been on UCLA's campus. So Cory's going to show me around. We're going to walk through by rotation what we want to look for, what we think could happen for each team to take the lead, have a great meet. So many things at stake here. And then close it out with wishing everyone luck for tomorrow because it's going to be so exciting.
It's going to be so fun.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do
go
a little
on a
campus tour.
Let's go. Let's hit it.
Our first stop, the location of the iconic 2019, no, maybe it was 2019 UCLA intro video where they slapped the water. You know what I'm saying? True gymnastics fans know what I'm saying. Should you get in?
No. These are new shoes.
Okay, bye.
I'm in a skirt.
Well, how'd that go, Olivia?
Not very good, Sol. Not very good.
Olivia, this is the hill where people like to sunbathe.
Do they roll down it, Dole?
If they want to get itchy.
Okay, first stop. Cory, where are we?
We're on the lawn. This is the lawn. It's just down from the quad.
Okay.
It's an iconic place where people love to come and just relax.
It's so pretty.
Classes. This is a moment that splits between like academic part of campus and the athletic part of campus.
Oh, cute.
So just thought I would bring you here because I walked these hills and got shin splints all throughout my career at
Talking
UCLA.
about shin splints, let's start with rotation 1.
Okay, rotation 1. We have the Bruins will be starting on vault tomorrow. Mm-hmm. The Spartans will be starting on bars.
Yes.
So I'm going to take the Bruins on vault.
Go.
Okay. Some routines to look out for.
Yes.
There's too many to name because truly, like now, all of them are coming to mind. We have an amazing leadoff in Emily Lee.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a really great Utrinka full. I also want to just bring some attention to my favorite 995 start value vault in a Yurchenko full from Shea Campbell.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
I know. I talk about it a lot. If you've seen the episodes, you know that I'm obsessed with the Shea Campbell vault.
He is obsessed.
And it's the only, like, it's okay. It starts from a 995, but like hers should start from a 10. You know what I'm saying?
Touche. Wouldn't be fair, but touche.
Then we have like Brooklyn Morris.
Yes.
Unique. It's providing some variability in that lineup. Always love to see that vault. It's just so fun, and I'm obsessed with Brooklyn, so honorable mention. Right. And then talk about unique. We have Jordan Childs in the vault lineup. So those are some 4 vaulters that I'm excited to watch tomorrow that are just going to really kick off tomorrow's meet in a really strong way. But what do you have for Michigan State on bars?
I will say the only thing I'll add to that is that landings is critical.
Totally.
I mentioned this in the pre-meet outline on BTN social that everything that happens this meet, because they're such stacked teams, they have to land.
Totally.
It has to be Stick City. So when it comes to bars, I think that's going to be really important for the Spartans because they love starting on vault and like easing their way into it and like figuring out how to control the energy and adrenaline. And I feel like starting on bars in this meet is going to be a challenge for them. But I really like the lead off by Gabby Steven. It's a Maloney to Bale routine. It's very clean. She knows how to find that landing. So I'm really looking forward to that. A major highlight of a routine for me is Delaney Harkness. It's at the end of the lineup for a reason. Changed out that half in, half out dismount. She had a little legs in that and went with the double A, and it's just so good. So I think for me, the important thing for the Spartans on bars is to just be really clean and consistent, not too aggressive, but don't shy away from things because the more you play defense, the worse it gets. They have to play offense, but they have to be mindful of it. So
play offense, settle in quickly,
yes.
Channel whatever energy in the stadium is coming their direction, stay in their little zone. But I think they have a really great opportunity to start off really strong. And those highlighted routines are going to I think
this whole meet is going to be close the whole time. Totally. I really do. But I think the first event is going to solidify what kind of meet this is going to be.
Oh, I couldn't.
Is it going to be teams catching each other or is it going to be balls to the walls, everyone doing their best, and it's a matter of who's hot that day. So that's rotation 1. Yeah. Let's go to a new location, and let's talk rotation 2.
Let's go! Olivia, this is the Bruin Bear.
Wait, he's so cute. Is his name the Bruin?
Joe is his name.
His name's Joe?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
And when UCLA goes against USC, they cover him in duct tape, or they put him in hibernation in a big box so that USC doesn't attack him.
Oh, poor Joe.
It's okay. Tommy Trojan over on the USC campus, just about 9 miles that way. They also cover Tommy Trojan.
Okay. Well, I really like him. He's cute.
Any hoodles.
Okay, rotation 2.
Rotation 2.
Oh, we're sitting. Okay. Present.
This is a funny stance.
Okay, let's talk. Rotation 2.
Rotation 2.
I'll start because vault for MSU.
Correct.
I'll do vault.
Olympic order always.
Olympic order always. Okay, so Michigan State last week, we've talked about this a lot. Michigan State last week was electric on vault. 49.45. A little low for my personal liking, but we'll leave it at that. And they stuck 4 out of 6 vaults, 10 start value vaults. So when we're talking about like the Emily Lee full twisting Yurchenko to lead off and then the Shea Campbell brilliance, they don't have any 995 start values, but they're sticking 10 start value vaults. So impressive. I can't even
49.5. That's how you do that.
100%.
Right.
I can't even give you ones to watch because truly the whole lineup is spectacular. But I think if and when Kayla Tucker leads off with a stuck landing, that's the momentum.
Period.
100%. Obviously, Nikki Smith, she's 3 out of 4. Stuck 1.5 this season. I can't with that stat. It gets me every time.
Right.
Super impressive. And then Sage Kellerman is just like the cherry on top of everything.
Yeah.
So I just think, I don't know. I think that whole vault lineup, regardless of how bars goes, is incredibly important for them to lean into what they did last week while also feeling the energy and the vibe of Pauly and putting it into vault for them.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with their vault team.
It's really good.
Okay. So then the Bruins are going to be on bars in rotation 2. Some highlights for me. Always and forever, keep your eyes on Frida Esparza.
So good.
Right? We have Maloney, Bahardwaj, Van Leeuwen, double A. This point moment, right? Okay. Hope we see that again because we love a good stuck dismount. And the other one I want to highlight is Macy McGowan, freshman Macy McGowan from Seattle, Washington. Tkachev immediate overshoot that can sometimes be confused for a bail because she really gets her heels up in that, but it's so good and it's amazing. And when she sticks that dismount, period, that's it. It's it. I'm obsessed with Macy, and I think she's one of those freshmen that I'm so excited about this season. She's just a good human. I watched her in practice today, and she's a great teammate, and she's really assimilated into college super well. And so I've just been really enjoying watching her this season. So those are my 2 bar routines to watch.
I would say at the halfway point, this is going to be tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it's going to be a close meet. So
you're going to have to stay on the beam, and not just stay on the beam. You're going to have to be sharp and perfect and everything he's got.
Okay, you're taking rotation 3. Let's go rotation 3. See you in a second. We've transported.
Hey, very good. I have now brought Olivia to the UCLA Athletics Hall of Fame.
Cool.
This is where the first 100 national championships ever won by any university in the country was won by UCLA, right? And now there's over 120. I think there's 122. I think was just one. And they're all housed right here inside of the Hall of Fame.
So cool.
It's so cool.
You guys, this is super cool.
Okay, rotation number 3.
3.
Bruins go to balance beam.
Yes.
Okay. there's been some talk about Bruin balance beam over the years. You know what I'm saying? It's about consistency. It's about hitting. It's about hitting sharp. And there was a question mark of whether they were going to hit.
Yeah.
And this season, I don't think there's a question mark of whether they're going to hit.
Okay.
It's just that they need to hit well.
Yeah.
Right? We had a little bit of a mishap from Caitlin Rosen last week, but I just really feel like we're going to get a consistent beam lineup starting. We're in, I think this is week 5 of the season. Being in week 5, we're going to start to find our groove, find that rhythm, and they're going to want some vengeance from last week.
Yeah.
Not having those little mishaps in the lineup. So to be honest with you, I'm not going to highlight any one particular routine because I just am going to send all of the good vibes and motivation towards having 6 hit routines that are solid, are confident, and is going to be a runway for them as they head to their 4th rotation on floor, which is just going to be an electric, magical poly pavilion moment where they just throw down on floor.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, so while all that's happening on beam, near death. While all that's happening on beam, there's going to be a floor exercise party by the Spartans. And now I would argue that Michigan State and UCLA are 2 of the most performative programs out there.
Sure, absolutely.
And so what I think is really exciting is that we're going to see back-to-back those floor rotations. Yeah. So that gets me really excited. So MSU goes to floor. Elle Beaufait leads off. And I love her routine because it's very like jazzy, sassy. I saw her do a dance through today in the gym and it was great. Yeah. And so I love her as lead off. They're playing around a little bit with that lineup, but obvious highlights are Nikki Smith and my girl, Skyla Schulte. It's so good. And every time she does a dance through, it just gets sassier and better. The tumbling is fantastic. So I'm really excited for this floor lineup for them. And I just hope that they take the crowd because I can't imagine a Poly Pavilion crowd not enjoying good, fun choreography and excitement. And so I feel like they're just going to take that and run with it.
For sure.
So I'm hoping that they just have a fun, aggressive, energetic rotation and really sets the bar high that we obviously know that the Bruins are going to reach and surpass perhaps. And so I'm excited about that. And I think for both of those teams, the 3rd rotation may be the most critical because I think beam for UCLA, obviously you just talked a little bit about last week, incredibly important. And floor, Michigan State cannot compare themselves to what's inevitable from UCLA in the next rotation. They need to just throw down, have a great rotation, and then settle in for beam is what I'm thinking.
Go big on floor. I also, just of note, I think from what we experienced at NCAAs with Skyla and Nikki, I just really feel like we're going to get great energy from them. They're going to feed off the crowd. It's not easy competing as an individual at nationals, and they did that really well, and the crowd was there for them. And I do think that the LA crowd does respect great gymnastics, and I think that they love some good entertainment. So floor routines are going to pop off no matter what.
I love it. So, okay, let's round it out.
Last rotation.
Rotation 4.
A very important statue. Let's go.
Let's hit it. 4th rotation, 4's up.
Okay, 4's up. Let's go. Okay, 4th rotation. Bruins on floor. Poly Pavilion behind us.
True, but we have to start with beam. We're going in Olympic order, please.
Oh, yeah.
Relax. Okay, MSU's on beam. Last rotation. Okay. I feel like I've said every rotation is incredibly important for them because obviously it is. It has to be a full meet. But 4th rotation, last time to leave it all out on the floor.
Well, every rotation is important because this is going to be such a close meet.
Touche.
It's going to be such a close meet that every routine matters.
I agree completely, and I love MSU ending on beam, starting with Gianna Khalifi as the leadoff. That leadoff performance from her is spectacular. You just know she's dialed in. Even if it's not perfect, and she has little itty-bitty checks here and there, there's so much confidence in that routine. I just love her as a leadoff. Another highlight for me is Nikki Smith. Now, Nikki Smith qualified to beam at the NCAA championship last year as an individual. Nikki Smith has made it very clear, and she did in a video when I asked her least favorite event was beam. Ironic.
Okay.
Yeah. Hilarious. And everyone was like, you're at nationals for beam. She's like, yeah, no.
Correct.
But what I've noticed about Nikki this year is she has increased exponentially in confidence and aggressive energy on beam.
Sure.
It feels like a different Nikki. And so this year I'm really liking the switch from her on beam.
I love that.
And even though she competed beam in other seasons, this season she just feels very certain about beam. So I'm loving that. So Nikki on beam. And then you can't have a better person to end than Gabby Steven. I mean... That front aerial to 2 feet, breathtaking. That big floaty series, so good. Remember, she was the anchor that helped Michigan State win the first ever Big Ten championship in program history.
Amazing.
And then that double full, she flares it. She can stick that. I think having her as your anchor on beam in this environment, it's so good. So what I want from them is lots of offense, aggressive beam, go for it, have fun, take the crowd's energy from floor for the Bruins and bring it to beam.
For sure.
And just go out there and knock them dead.
For sure. So on floor for the Bruins, of course it's going to be like the best show in town. You know what I'm saying? Like Janelle Monáe was here last. Like Janelle Monáe was like in this building.
Yeah.
And I just think that Shea Campbell is going to bring the house down.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? She made it very clear at Meet the Bruins before that she debuted this routine for the very first time that she like would love to be on tour one day,
right?
Dancing and giving it her all. And she's truly, every time she goes out and steps on the floor in the floor exercise, she is performing for the top row.
Yeah.
She is like going hard, going big, and she is always serving. So I'm so here to be in person to watch Shea Campbell throw down an amazing routine, phenomenal tumbling, sky high tumbling, and some like incredible leaps and jumps as well. So I'm really pumped about Shea Campbell. We know Jordan Childs is going to throw down on the floor. She gives us a show. She does the really hard tumbling. She's giving us everything that we want. My note on UCLA is I'm very curious to see what that lineup of 6 is going to look like for tomorrow. We have played around a little bit. We've seen some people that are having a little bit of like trouble here and there. And whoever they put in is going to throw down and bring us a great show.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to be curious about what that lineup is going to be.
Brooklyn better be in it.
We must have Brooklyn in it.
No question.
And when Brooklyn's in it, I just want everyone to remember that this is our 4th routine where the final pose leads into the first pose of each year.
I mean, it's so cool.
It's so cool. And this year's routine is something special.
Yeah, it's to die.
It's amazing. Okay, that's our preview.
It's a good preview.
Should we do a prediction?
Yeah, let's do a prediction.
Okay, Olivia, who is going to win, the Spartans or the Bruins tomorrow?
I think it's their year. I'm going Michigan State.
Okay. Are you going to ask me?
Who's going to win?
I believe in Polymagic, so I think the Bruins are going to take it.
Well, we're house divided, so let's see how it goes. This is truly one of those things where I want both teams to win.
I know.
So it's one of those weird situations where I literally want both to win, but I'm rooting for the away squad. I am. I would love it if UCLA won too, though.
I'm just hoping everyone has a great time.
Yeah, I just hope both teams are safe, healthy, and have fun.
And the win-loss does matter for seeding at the Big Ten Championship.
And regular season.
It's really important.
Yes.
But I just hope everyone has a great time.
I hope they do too. Okay.
Hope you guys had an amazing time on our bonus episode. We are going to go... Are you going to go to Erewhon again?
No, I spent my life savings at Erewhon, so I'm going to not do that again.
Okay.
My IRA is drained.
Yeah,
but,
drained.
dog. Okay, we're going to go LA on the ground. Check out this meet tomorrow. If you're not watching it, I don't know what the heck you're doing. I don't know why you listen to us and not watch that. That's crazy.
Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you do.
Yeah,
with
all that stuff. We don't have enough time. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.